Snyder's 3-0, and that's a 4-pitch walk. And Rodu starts this 4A championship with a base on balls, and she's aboard. Just one stolen base. Eva Paris comes in. A 1 pitch. She squares the bunt right back towards the mound. Snyder will snag it. Flip on to the second baseman covering. That's Lawrence. Pitch from Snyder. Skied in foul territory. Left side. Making the call and the catch. Eliza Michelle's in at Blackhawk. That ball's inside. Skips off the glove of the catcher, Doobie. And that's a pass ball. To Youngus. Hit to shallow right field. Lawrence drifts out, the second baseman, and she makes the catch. That ends the top of the first for Blackhawk. The leadoff walk and had a triple on the win over Indiana. Swing and a miss. First strikeout registered by Pursuta as the first out here in the bottom of the first. 5A teams. That's on the inside corner, called strike 3. How about that? 2 strikeouts to start the bottom of the first for Kylie Pursuta. 0-2 pitch. Another good let up, and that's a swing and a miss. Pursuta goes down on 3 pitches. That is the first strikeout in this contest for Marissa Snyder. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. That is the second strikeout of the game, second strikeout of the inning for 1-2. Good let up. That's a beauty. Called strike 3 for the first out. Snyder wins the battle.
Number 24,
third strikeout is the first. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. That is back-to-back Ks.
Third baseman,
and 4 strikeouts in the last to Rodu. And for the second time, she's on board with a base on balls. This time a 2-out walk in the top of the third.
Baseman, Eva Paris.
Snyder to Paris. Swings and misses. Third strikeout of the inning. That is 5 now. 0-1 pitch. Hits that. There's the game's first hit. Line drive into right field as a leadoff single for Hannah in the bottom of the third. Freshman played first. Bunted right back to the mound. Pursuta will handle it. Flips on to first base to Linder. 2-2. Swings and misses. Ivinson goes down. That is the third strikeout for Pursuta. 1-2 to Snyder. She is down on strikes for the second time. That ends the bottom of the third. 4 strikeouts now for Pursuta. The off speed times it, and Blackhawk has their first hit as Addie Raymer leads off the fourth with a single. 1-2. That is ripped to left deep, and it's off the bottom of the fence. Rounding third, heading for home is Raymer. She will score. Mia Youngus RBI double and a 1-0 lead for Blackhawk. 1-2 is popped up. And the second baseman, Eden Lawrence, makes the catch for the first out here in the fourth. One hit well to center field. Back to make that catch, Ibenson. No tag at second for Linder, and Linder is the second out. 1-1. Jam shot. Hannah gets there, but that's in right where you need to hit it. Didn't hit it hard. Hannah needed to get that in the air. Swing and a miss. Second time that Hysong is down on strike 2 pitch. Called strike 3. Grimm is a strikeout victim for the second time. That is 7 strikeouts now for a 1 pitch. And she's on board for the third time. A 1-out single into center field for Kiara Rodu. And that'll swing and a miss. Snyder wins that battle. Another strikeout for the sophomore. That's her 8th.
Addie Raymer.
1-0 pitch. Line drive, right center field. That is down. Rodu stops at second. 2 for 3 now for Raymer. Puts Rodu in. Hit towards shallow left center field. Diving attempt. Ivinson can't get there. Another run batted in. Make it 2 more for Youngus. She's got another run scoring double. This time she drives in 2, and the Cougars lead 3-0. 2 pitch. That's a called strike 3. So again, 3 strikeouts in an inning, but swing and a miss. That's the first strikeout Payoff pitch, 3-2. There's the first walk. It's a leadoff walk for Hampton. She walks. Back-to-back walks. 2 on, nobody out. Tying run. Her strikeout total. Whips that! High and deep! And off the fence in left center field. Malloy scores. Schick waved in. She'll score. It's 3-2. 2-run double for Marissa Snyder. 0-1. The other way and deep. And off the glove of the right fielder. Alexander. Snyder will score. Back-to-back doubles. We're tied at 3. Placed at second by Zatola as they both hit doubles. That is bounced towards short. And that's a productive out as Heisong throws across to Linder. But here it is. Line shot, right field. Caught there by Alexander. Here's the tag. Here's the throw. Hampton leads 4-3. Here's the pitch. Line to short. That's off the glove. Tough play for Elena Zatola. She couldn't make it. Leadoff runner. Popped up, shallow right. And that is Eden Lawrence. Just in foul, fair territory to make the catch. Popped up. Is that the second out? Snyder wants it herself and makes the catch. P1 in fair territory and pitch. Hit to left field. And it's going to fall in. Shallow single. 3 for 4 now for Raymer. And more. Takes the ball. Bases are loaded. Grimm to third. Raymer to second. Yengus is on. Swing! And a miss! Hampton is the 4A champion.
Hampton 4, Blackhawk 3. The Talbots are your 2025 WPIAL Class 4A champions.
The 10th strikeout for Marissa Snyder is one she will remember forever. She strikes out Pursuta with the bases loaded, and Hampton, their first ever WPIAL softball championship, 4-3. Snyder, whatever ailed her earlier in this inning, she shrugged it off, and she strikes out Pursuta to leave the bases loaded. Your final score, it's Hampton 4 and Blackhawk 3.